Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live demo. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jared Haw. I am VP of Revenue. With me, we have Pedro Bronco. He's our customer success specialist. So let's give everyone maybe another minute and a half or so to join. Um, and also, just so everyone knows, this is also going to be more of an interactive session. So there is chat on the upper right hand corner. Just hit that chat icon, and then you could ask any question there. We'll answer all these questions that come up at the end. We'll give we'll give everyone just maybe another 30 40 seconds to join. Okay, guys. And I think we can get started. So thank you everyone for joining. Just having a look at the people who are here. So it's nice to see some existing faces and some new people as well. So just a quick overview. The purpose of this live demo is to demonstrate how OpenBOM digital BOM streamlines processes and eliminates manual steps that often result in costly errors. And we'll focus on how you can digitalize the data flow between engineering and procurement, ensuring that both teams are always working with the most current product data. So this way, engineers, they have the confidence that procurement is sourcing the correct parts, and also procurement is confident that they are actually purchasing the correct parts that the engineering team has specified. And always at the end, we'll allow some time for some questions. If we do not have enough time to answer all of your questions, please feel free to reach out to support@openbom.com. And now I'm happy to introduce Pedro Bronco, our customer success specialist, who has about 20 years of experience with CADs, PDMs, PLMs. So, Pedro, I'm happy to turn it over to you.
Okay, thanks, Jared. Yeah, so today we're gonna, dive into directly a product demonstration live. Today, actually we're gonna start from scratch, developing a new product in CAD, then release it, then go through the procurement stages, do orders, and automate the creations of POs to suppliers. Then we're gonna do a change. We're gonna do a revision and see how the changes can propagate to someone in procurement or supply chain to understand what are the changes and how the changes can also flow digitally to orders. So let's get started. So just first, it's just a quick introduction on OpenBOM. So it is an online platform to manage your product data, can help you manage processes like new product introduction or change management. So today, as I said, the focus will be on this new product is being developed is a cycle computer, and we're going to start from scratch to create its bill of materials. So it starts with engineering, starts with MCAD. I'm using SolidWorks, but we have integrations with other platforms like Onshape, Inventor, Fusion 360. You can see our webpage with sort of CAD integrations are available. So the first point will be create a bill of materials. So I'm just finished my design. I have also can also synchronize my changes to OpenBOM Cloud, so all my CAD data is backed up and version control. So I'm ready to. All this data is now shared to all my other team members collaborating with me using OpenBOM Design, so I can make sure that all that data is synchronized. So it's finished, so I can see all that data, all these CAD files being managed and updated. So we also have PDM functions to version control CAD files. So all this design is finished, 8 CAD versions, 8 iterations on files, so we can manage. You can go back in time if you want to. All this is available in OpenBOM Design. But now we are ready to release the product and release our bill of material. You're going to do this by creating the BOM and all the derivative files, all the production files required, like production drawings or step files or STLs. All those will be automated with a single click button. So we're going to generate the structure. You notice some drawings being opening from the CAD tool. So we are basically generating PDFs and step files according to the sort of production outputs that you want to automate. So so we have a bill of material already generated inside SolidWorks. So you can see some of its results. We can also change different views, for example, to focus more on derived files that were generated. So notice we have stat files. We have drawings from some of the components of the product. And we can start with collaborating with other team members, other users, not working with MCAD, but for example, working on other domains like ECAD using Altium, or another person could already be working in production engineering, planning, packaging, um, all the other functions that are just outside the CAD domain. So I'm gonna just now enter the role of another user. Let me just open this in a full web browser interface. And another user, notice that you can have multiple users. You can see who is working on what and working on the latest bill of material. You'll see multiple faces if there are multiple users concurrently updating the bill of material. Right now, what I'm going to do is just add, for example, a PCB board to the bill of material. This came from Altium Designer. We also have an integration with it. So you can see the full BOM, multi-level, understand all those items that came from Altium with all the right quantities, all the right components. Another you can combine will be, for example, bringing some packaging. And this time I'm going to do a search, how you can see how it's embedded to search other, let's say, non-model items in the bill of material. So you can combine. So here on this step, we are seeing a process that sometimes you break it into different Excel files, like you export from your CAD system. Someone is worried with materials, with packaging, with glue, paint. So they start building this on Excel just to because on CAD it's either too expensive, or you don't want to create all these virtual components to represent that. So this is the first time saver, is that you can work on a complete digital bill material and everybody's collaborating to the finished product. So focusing on product, focusing on a digital bill material versus segregating your BOM into multiple Excels, multiple silos, and you lose efficiency and you increase the risk of errors. So right now we are in a position where we are ready to release the product, and for this I'm going to freeze the new revision by using change management and creating a change request to release and freeze the first revision. So this will be the first release, revision A, and this will be the first release. I'm working as administrator, so I can actually approve the change myself, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just go and approve it, approve this release, and this is going to freeze the revision in time, and we're gonna have a brand new revision available to work with. So this will be revision A. All this data is now frozen in time, including PDF links. And this will be what I'm going to use for start producing and producing our product. So this moves into more into planning, inventory management, and start to plan to build a few units. So let's say we just sold to our first customer 10 units, and I want to plan, how many quantities do I need to do this. So I can change different views to understand, different needs like inventory levels. All these items are stored in catalogs that have inventory and quantities on hand. So I know that we have already a few in stock. So we have 10 of these each items. We have plenty of carton boxes. We need to build this PCB. So all this can be managed in inventories. Right now, what I'm going to do is using orders to plan how many components do I need to build 10. So I'm going to start to create a new order. And this will be the work for, let's say, someone in procurement, in supply chain, just planning to deliver this, making 10 of these products. So let's just put some description on the order um, and and do this just live in front of you, so you to understand how it works. So see how OpenBOM have created a planning bill of material. So this is a flat bill of material ordered by vendor, and we're going to calculate quantity gaps automatically for you. So notice that we have plenty of screens, but we to make the 10 uh, units, we are missing on the buttons. So we have two buttons on each unit. So to make 20, we have a gap of 10. So notice how we are calculating quantity gaps automatically for you. Most of the components of the PCB, they will need to be ordered. We have also the PCB board. So from this point in time, I can start and create purchase orders automatically for components with gaps. So if I look into POs, they were created automatically. So we have a new order for Arrow Electronics with all the gaps for all those components. And from here, I can export this document, either send to another system, like sending to QuickBooks, like I could export this PO to QuickBooks. We can talk a bit more about integration possibilities, or export this as a PDF to be printed and sent to the to the vendor, to my supplier. So I can create templates for RFQs, for ordering a PO. But notice how the right quantities are flowing directly using OpenBOM. So there's no extra Excels, no copy pasting. So everything flows digitally from one to the other. So this will be the first release. We are now at ordering level, and we are ready to order and start doing some components. Most of the cases, creating a new revision of your product will be later when you have already done a few orders. But just for the purpose of the demonstration, and you can see how the updates can flow directly. That's just put an example where the engineer forgot a few things and want to do last minute updates, and wants to push a new revision and make changes from CAD. And see how that information can flow to someone in procurement and communicate changes to it. So at this time, the engineer noticed, let's say, he missed a few bolts and the product doesn't have any sort of screws to hold it together. So and he just makes an update on his design. So let's bring a few more bolts into to the design. So bringing a few more screws in. So I'm not going to put them together. Just I want the right quantity, which will be 4 here. So we can save the design and then update the bill of material directly. So notice how we are updating the bill of material uh, from MCAD, and we are not changing anything on the other non-model items that were added to the bill of material. So the new 4 bolts are there available in with with the updated bill of material. So we can fully combine changes from MCAD, keeping other items in the bill of material. And we have the new 4 bolts there. So at this time, the engineer wants to release a new change, create a new revision, and you can do that using change management to create a new revision. So I'm going to create another change request to release revision B. At this time, I'm going to create a change order to also kick a notification to supply chain and to procurement. So let's put some description here. You can customize this template with more sort of fields. For simplicity, I'm going to just put a description, create a new change order, and create a change request for this item. So I'm traveling again as administrator. At this time, I'm going to approve it directly, so I can jump into change requests directly. I do have the ability to jump directly to the change order. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the change order directly and myself. And for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to approve it right away. So I'm going to say that I accept the change. You can put multiple users to accept changes and put them on part of the change process. Just for this purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to approve it directly from here. And when I do this, when I approve this change and revision, you can notify supply chain about new revisions and changes. So what happened is that this change, went to my email and just received an email with the change. So if you are in procurement, you can be alerted, understanding that engineering are making changes. You can jump to it, and you can use this to investigate what are the changes. So you can use directly, for example, BOM compare to investigate more. So you can go and see, okay, for this new design, for there is a revision, which is revision B, which is the latest. And I want to compare to revision A, and I want to understand what are the differences. So I can see, also understand quantities, and I can see there is, that's the difference. There's new bolts, there are new four bolts. I can also understand, what are the full changes in one side compared to the other, revision A and revision B. So I have full understanding what are the differences coming in, and I can, more, be aware to what I expect to update if I want to update this in OpenBOM. So we do have the ability to update the order directly. So if I jump into that same order we were using before, if I will jump directly to it, notice that the bolts are still not there. So myself doing procurement, doing purchases, notice that the bolts are still not here. So if I continue doing this order, I will just going to continue, ordering the same thing. So there are occasions where a change, it's too late. I'm already building the thing. You have to versus if you update the order, if you click on update order, we're going to bring the update from the latest bill of material, latest revision there, and notice that we now have the four bolts available. So if we now click update POs, we're going to update the creation of purchase orders, and now they are updated. Now I have a new order for McMaster to order the full missing 30 bolts to add. So all this process can be done digitally without creating separate Excel files, trying to manage differences, trying to understand what are the differences from engineering, and all this sort of a lack of collaboration using the silos can make your collaboration a lot harder, induce mistakes, and get your products to market a lot slower. So you gain a lot of competitive advantage if you can streamline the process and use just technology to make all this data flow digitally. So right now, what I all I have to do is just release the product, release and build it, and release to manufacturing. By doing so, and all the quantities would be consumed. So I also have the option to receive information from stock, so I can receive POs. So there's more information here where I can receive this information back to inventory, and I can keep updating the order. So all the gaps. The goal is to have all gaps being zero. So you do want all gaps to go as zero. You have no gaps and keep updating orders. When you have no gaps, absolutely, you can then release to production, and then this quantity required will be consumed in stock. And you'll have 10 units in that in stock for that part number for the product itself. So it's very easy to flow. Even if you can use this from design to order process for early prototyping stages, even if you have other systems for ordering, or you can still engineering can also use this for going from design to orders to order prototypes in a very easy way. So I hope I have shown you how to go from design to production. and having also the ability to share this information with others. So you can easily share this information to suppliers. So a supplier can access directly this information. You can share this with him. You can have access by email, uh, self-serve, like download directly PDFs or step files that she needs, or even export them on a single zip file, where you can download all this information in one go to self-serve, and to without interrupting you, without interrupting your work. So all this is possible with digital technologies, and focusing on product data, focus on your product, be able to navigate with it easily, so you can understand its dependencies. You can easily navigate through information, opening, for example, drawings, and in a very easy way. So I hope I've shown you how you can go from new product introduction to change management, going from design to orders in a very simple way. So that's what I wanted to show today. Jared, how are we going in terms of questions?
Hey Pedro, thank you very much. Okay, guys, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to add it to the chat. Um, Pedro, we do have one question right now. Can the order quantity gap be overwritten? So I want to order 30 instead of 10, or the package quantity is 50, or several other reasons. So he
Yes,
wants
the
to
answer is yes.
increase the order
Yes, you
quantity.
can. Yes, you can. You can change the order quantity to more.
Thank you. And we'll give everyone else a few more minutes as well to ask any questions that we can. Smart. Does anyone else have any other question? Seems a little shy today. Of course, if you guys do think of any other questions later on, please feel free to reach out to support@openbom.com. And yes, someone just asked if this will be shared later. Yes, you will get a recording of this call as well. Right. So everyone, I would like to thank you guys for joining us today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@openbom.com. And thank you again for joining. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.